MovieWeb.com.
Another song with no singers. Lyrics, no voices. Unseen performances.
Ordinary. Brown braided woman with big legs and full lips. Become yourself.
I got a real dead loving here for you now.
I guess this is goodbye.
Like you've never seen it before.
So I want to begin by asking, your character Jo in the film kind of had a sort of Devil Wears Prada kind of feel to her, the character. Was there anyone sort of in real life that you sort of took inspiration from, or was it just completely from the script that Tyler wrote?
It was really from the script that he had written, and I'm a person who loves old black and whites. So I did some research in that department, and one of the movies, which it not really for her attitude in that sense of being kind of shrewd and, well, being this woman that has these walls up and very hard, but from Katharine Hepburn in Adam's Rib, which I absolutely love that film. I love the two of them together, her and Spencer Tracy.
Oh yeah, now you mentioned, I can see a sort of Katharine Hepburn.
So running this company and the energy that she carries, but that was one feeling that I loved about her, but still trying to make it really its own and just taking from what Tyler had written, truly.
And then there's a very interesting relationship between you and your husband Carl in the film. Could you talk a little bit about that relationship and how it's sort of starting to tear apart in the film?
Can I talk about it without giving it away? She's having a problem with her husband. She knows, she sees, she watches, but she's not quite sure it really is what she thinks it is, but in her heart of hearts, she knows what it truly is.
Is there a bit of denial that she's sort of going through?
I don't think she's going through the denial. I think she wants to suppress her issues by engulfing herself in her work. She sees that it's there. I think she really doesn't want to believe it to be true. I don't know if it's really well, that would be denial to a certain degree, but she wants to hear it come from him.
It's not real until
it truly comes from, until he says yes or no.
Right. Interesting. And this is your third time working with Tyler.
Yes.
Talk about that relationship. What's his sort of vision as a filmmaker for a film when you come on to a project like this?
I think it was, well, it's a different film for him than the others, where they have the comedy to kind of offset the drama with his previous films, but with this one was just straight drama, and he wasn't in front of the camera. Just every single day behind the camera. So I thought, from my point of view, he was even, not that he's never into it before, but he was really into this one. It was a completely different film for him. And I think he hit it out of the ballpark. I think he really, really nailed it.
Like maybe just a little bit more focused because he wasn't in front of the camera as well.
I think so. That's the take that I got, for sure.
Great.
So I didn't have to think about this character that he had to portray, but just strictly everyone else, the director, giving us direction and allowing us to bring whatever we were feeling to the party at that very moment in the scene.
Yeah, and it's such an amazing ensemble of women. Can you talk about the great cast and getting to work with some of these? I mean, they must have been some icons to you.
Are you kidding? Yes,
Yeah.
And some of them, like Felicia, or her sister, and I go back a very long ways from fame when I was 18. So I knew Felicia a little bit. Whoopi is a very good friend of two of my brothers. And Kimberly Elise, Kerry Washington, Macy Gray and I had met before. Who else? Tessa Thompson. I'm leaving out, I know I am. Loretta Devine, and those women I'd never worked with before, and it was Tandy. Tandy and I had met a few times. We kept running into each other, and I thought, how nice is this? We're finally working together, and we've always gotten along really well, and we'd be at the same function or sitting at the same table with a mutual friend. So it was nice to be able to actually finally work together, and it was a learning experience for me.